Hi. So this time, I didn't have an idea for a video. For some reason, I felt like making a video, so here I am on camera. And just now, I thought of the idea of some guy commented on one of my videos asking me how I stay motivated to keep going, to keep running in some direction, as I talked about in my last video. I think he commented on that video. Um, all right, so what? I gave him a comment reply, but I thought I might just make a video about this now. Now, um, Now I kind of imagine it as there's two bars: the bar of where I am and the bar of where I don't want to be below. And you can imagine a bigger bar up here. It's kind of like how well am I doing in my life? You know, the higher the fucking bar is, the better I'm doing. The lower the bar, the worse I'm doing right now. And there's some point, some line along this gauge that I'm very aware of, and I'm like, I think it's my introverted sensation that tells me how far away right now am I from the bar in which I do not want to be below, you know? And I can really very precisely sense I'm getting closer, I'm getting farther away, I'm getting higher, I'm getting lower right now because I did this several times over the past few days, and I can very accurately sense this, and I think it is my SI. It sounds very SI, or maybe it got nothing to do with the cognitive functions. I don't know. But either way, I sense how I'm doing in my life. I sense like, oh, I'm being healthy. I'm exercising. I'm eating healthy food. I'm feeling great. I got my friends. I'm hanging out. I got a healthy social life. That's good. Those are the things that raise my bar, you know? Or if I'm like stuck in my TISI loop, I'm a couch potato, binge watching Netflix shows and eating pizza every day and going to the bathroom to get diarrhea, to have diarrhea every 2 minutes. That's a very low point, you know? I'm not happy, I'm not being productive, I'm not furthering my life. That's a low point. That's me dropping down the bar. Now, there's some point along the bar that I never want to hit. And it is because of how badly I do not want to hit it. It is relatively impossible for me to actually hit it, to actually go down that low. It's kind of like suicide. You, because of how badly your nature doesn't want to die, you can't hold your breath until you suffocate and die. I mean, you can't self-suicide without creating an external system around you in the real world that's some kind of an object that kills you, like a rope. But you can't choke yourself to death. You just can't. No matter how hard you try, you can't, because you so badly, which is the survival instinct, so badly want to live, and so you can't die. It's the same thing with this bar thing. I so badly, in a way, like I kind of programmed myself to be aware of this and to not drop down this, to die trying to raise my bar, but not get down to this low of a bar. Because of how badly I don't want to hit this bar, I basically can't hit it. And the closer I get to it, the harder I feel the urge to push my ass away and raise my bar. It's kind of like it's kind of like the opposite of a black hole. I guess you could call it a white hole. And that the closer you get to it, the farther the stronger the push away from it you get. It's the same thing here. Um, I don't want to talk about the specific details of the story, but this started from an experience I had in my early life. A very, you can call it a traumatic experience, but it wasn't traumatic for me. But it was a very serious experience, and it changed me deeply, inherently changed me. And that experience, it changed me in such a way that that after that experience, it's like I made it an absolute truth of my existence, of my being, my essence, my soul, my life, my my life force, whatever it is. An absolute truth. And I mean perfect absolution that doesn't exist in the physical world. I mean, absolute, what? I mean, completely absolute truth. That I don't hit this bar. Because that is the bare minimum I allow myself to live with. If I somehow find myself below this line, I'll instantly die. That's not real. But I might kill myself. I might just lose my shit and kill everyone else. I'm not gonna actually do any of that, obviously. But like in my mind, this here below this line is an impossibility. It's not an area my mind can venture into. It is just beyond reach. No matter how powerful and godlike I ever get, it is beyond reach. It's beyond reach. It's just impossible. It is beyond nothingness. It is just beyond unimaginability. It's beyond creation. It's beyond God Himself. It is just outside, right there, outside of everything you can possibly imagine. It is outside of that. It's outside of what? Whatever it is you can possibly name, it is outside of that. That's how far away it is. And that's how impossible it is for me to reach and to accept into my life. It is not a possibility. It is an impossibility. If everything is possible, that's the one thing that is impossible. And I programmed that into my mind at a very young age because of that experience. Now, you guys, that guy asked for this. Now, this is just personal about me. If anyone's interested in this, you can watch it. I mean, it's not like something I'm trying to contribute to the world. This is just about me making a personal video talking about this. This is only for those who are personally interested in me and my journey, you could say. But this is not distilled objective. This is not distilled objective lessons from my experiences. This is just my experience itself put in the form of a video for you guys who are interested personally, you know. And so yeah, it's kind of like a magnet, but like the same poles of a magnet that they repel each other. So the closer you get to it, the stronger the push you get from it. So you get pushed away. The closer you get, the stronger the push away. It's the same thing I have with this bar. You know, I'm very, very aware of this bar as I get down closer to it. You know, I should sleep. I'm tired. I just ordered some food, so I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not tired. Just my eyes are dry as fuck right now. Anyway, so what else can I be talking about right now? I have some other stuff I wanted to keep talking about the same topic. I just forgot what I had in mind. I lost my train of thought. I can't believe this shit happens every video. I lose my train of thought every single video. This is kind of like a meme, except that it's not funny. But I'm still laughing. Okay. Now, the reason I don't think it's funny is because me standing here trying to think of what I was talking about is forcing you guys to either stop watching the video or wait for me to think. And I can't pause the video. There's no pause button in here. I'm using my, let me see the buttons. I'm using my iPhone and there's only a stop button. There's a button here in the corner. I don't want to press it because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll test the camera after I finish making the video. Yeah, okay, you know what? This video is now done. I kind of feel guilty if I force you guys to wait if you're expecting something, but it's just me thinking. I kind of feel a bit guilty about that. That's why I tell you guys the video's over. You can stop watching now. But you know, it's eventually your choice to make if you want to keep watching or not. I say that because I don't want you guys to think that this is what my videos are always about. Just me thinking on camera. It's kind of weird. No, but seriously, I had something to say. What did I have to say? I completely forgot. I just completely forgot. It's funny. Wait. Fuck. I was talking about the bar thing. Yeah, right. Now, that life experience that changed me, that allowed me to program myself or reprogram myself, um, it also instilled in me extremely high ambitions. And so I'm always looking so far ahead. Not in terms of time, not in terms of progress. I'm just looking at the 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 reality I have in my mind. I always have had it in my life, since I was a child. This reality, this image of life, this image of me in the future. I'm trying to actualize it by living and making the right decisions that get me there. And actually touched on this in the last video, talking about how I run as fast as I can until and if I'm not sure which direction is correct, at least I keep going somewhere, and I constantly try to figure out if I'm on the right path. I don't know how people keep up conversations. I forgot what I was just talking about. Right, the ambition thing. Right, the ambition thing. Right. So okay. So in that metaphor or analogy, it's a metaphor. You get the so you get the space, right? And I'm somewhere in that space, and I'm going in some direction somewhere. And as I'm walking in that direction, I try to figure out: am I going the right direction? Am I getting closer to my vision, or am I going farther away from it? And if I am, I go in the opposite direction, and I recompute, I reprocess everything all the time to make sure I'm going down the right path and actualizing my vision before I die as soon as possible. Because after I actualize it, there is still more progress and more work to be done in the real world after it is actualized. So that's why I have to get there as soon as humanly possible, and as best as humanly possible, and not just throw my ass over there and get there and then be able to do nothing because I skipped the processes beforehand that get me to be able to do things after I actualize and realize my vision. So the ambition is my desire to get there. No, wait. No. The ambition is the vision itself, is where I want to go. Is so far away, so the higher the ambition basically is, the farther that point is. That's part of the analogy here. Now, my drive, that's what you asked about in the comment there. My drive, what keeps me going? My drive and motivation are basically the same things. What keeps you going in a way, except that it's basically the same thing. Except that drive is like the car, and motivation is like the fuel. It's the same thing. It keeps you moving in this regard, right? Now, my drive comes from... That's a good question. I forgot where my drive comes from. Where's my drive come from? Okay, you know what? I'm just having lots of brain farts over here. It's smelly. It smells from from my brain farts. Let's see. What was where's my... Crap, there's only 1 minute left. I have to wrap this up. I hate that my videos can only be 15 minutes long. Fuck you, YouTube. Damn it, you suck. 16 minutes is not that bad, alright? Anyway, back to it. I only got 50 seconds. I shouldn't be counting. I should be thinking. Anyway, this is probably not fun for you guys to be watching, but it's real, so... Anyway, so... My drive and motivation. I hope I answered your question already, because I'm not gonna make a second video unless you prompt me or something like that. Unless I see that I need to. I wasted my last minute, haven't I? Alright, so. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a second video because I'm tired and it's not necessary. But to get the general idea, I sent you guys the core message there, the core idea, the core concept of all of this. So Yeah. I'm gonna wait a few more seconds and then I'm gonna stop.